Welcome back to the JSU Volleyball Weekly Interviews. We're joined by head coach of the Gamecocks, Todd Garvey. Coach, the team goes on the road last weekend in the Volunteer State, winning two big matches, first at Lipscomb and then at Austin Peay. Team now 22-5 on the season, 10-4 in ASUN play. What can you say about the effort that the team gave last weekend?
I thought we were really consistent all weekend. We served and received the ball really well, and when we pass like that, I think we're hard to stop. We hit really good percentages on Friday night against Lipscomb and then on Saturday against Austin Peay too. And we were really balanced offensively. I think Claire spread the ball around really well, which makes us tough to stop. And then defensively, we came up with huge stops when we needed them. So it was a great team win.
One thing that we've discussed this season is you've been wanting to see the team keep their foot down on the pedal and take advantage of mistakes when the opposition has that. That's exactly what happened on Friday at Lipscomb. What was really the key to that success at Lipscomb? Very tough place to play in Nashville, a place where you were once an assistant coach, to get a big sweep win against a team that's, still top 5 or 6 in the conference.
I think this is a lot about our team. We did really good under pressure all weekend long, Friday, and then again on Saturday at Austin Peay. In pressure situations, we stepped up and made plays, and it was different people at different moments, which was awesome to see as well. I think us having a little adversity in the middle of the season has made us stronger. I think once you get used to kind of learning how to respond to that, which I think our team has, I think it's just made us that much tougher. So really proud of the effort and how we executed under pressure this weekend.
And then speaking of tough places to play, on Saturday, a rowdy Clarksville, Tennessee, taking on Austin Peay on their senior day, and JSU made quick work of the Governors. What were your thoughts and assessment of that big win?
Like Lipscomb, I think we played really good under pressure. I think we passed and served the ball really well, which makes us tough to stop. And that was basically kind of like a tournament game for them. They need some wins to get into the tournament, and I thought our team did a great job of matching their energy and focus and coming out and playing really strong from start to finish.
As we entered play last week, JSU was in 6th place in the ASUN standings, and now we enter the final week of the regular season, and the team still has an outside shot to be the number 1 seed heading into the tournament next weekend. How impressed were you watching the team and just, getting those 2 big sweeps on the road and just continuing to keep their chances at a 1 seed alive?
We've been talking all year just about kind of taking it one day at a time. For us, it's not about looking ahead. It's just about trying to get better each and every day, and I think we've done a great job of that. And this year, more than any other year, the conference is loaded. There's so many good teams that I don't think it necessarily matters where you get seeded in the tournament. So I think it's just about peaking at the right time and playing good volleyball at the right time. And no matter who you play in the tournament, it's going to be a tough draw and a tough team. And I think that we'll be ready to play, and kind of looking forward to that and looking forward to senior night this Friday.
Well, speaking of senior night, as we put last week in the rearview mirror, now we look at the final home game of 2022 for Jacksonville State, and got to imagine that it's going to be a bittersweet moment for you and the entire team, because save one player, you've recruited this entire squad to Jacksonville State.
Yeah, I'm just really proud of all of them. I think all of them, whether they've been here 5 years or 4 or 3, we've had some transfers that have transferred in. All of them have given it everything that they got every single day, and been team players and worked their butts off for the person next to them. And I think when you have that, you have something special. So I'm definitely really proud of all of them for helping build the culture, and even for our new players that just got here last year. I think that they fit in really well on and off the court, and have kind of helped us kind of continue that tradition and even take it to a new level this year.
It's always tough to beat a team 2 times in one season. That's what JSU will try to do on Friday night as they play North Alabama, a team they saw in September in the first weekend of conference play. Is there anything different about the Lions this time around, and what will JSU have to do to come out on top?
Well, the first time we played them, they were first in the country in defense, and I think our offense did a great job of hitting a good percentage against them. It starts with our serve receive. If we're serve receiving well and able to kind of spread the ball around, I think we're tough to stop. So that's one of the keys to the game. They do have one player back that was hurt the first time we played against them, Katie Floyd, who's an outside hitter. So we'll have to continue to play good defense against them and try to focus on shutting down their pins and making it difficult for them to score.
And then after that, what will surely be an emotional senior night match on Friday for all the players and their families, you hit the road the next day and take on Austin Peay on Sunday afternoon. It's even tougher to beat a team 2 weekends in a row than it is to beat them 2 times in one season. What's JSU going to have to do on Sunday?
I think we're going to have to do exactly what we did last weekend, is just go in there and match their focus and energy. It's basically a tournament game for them. They're going to need that win to get into the tournament. So it's got to be the same for us. We got to go in with that mentality that we got to have our guard up, ready to play, ready to fight, and be focused and try to match their energy and then execute the game plan again like we did last weekend, which was not easy against a good team, but I thought we did a great job of it last weekend.
Before we step aside, I want to ask you about the player that's joining us on the player spotlight this week. That's senior Kylee Quigley. One thing that we've mentioned about her all season long is her serving ability, now #1 in the ASUN in aces per set. What are your thoughts on her serving ability and the job she's done this season for the Gamecocks?
She's done a great job serving the ball this year. She's been, if not our best server, one of the best servers every year she's been here. She's always had a great serve and has always been really, really good at serve receive as well. And I think in volleyball, that's the biggest aspect that lots of people overlook. Like, no matter what level you're playing, you have to have good serve receivers to win games, and I think she's been a huge part of the program on that. And then just helping build the culture too. Like, she was in my first recruiting class that I had when I got the job here, so her and the other seniors have done a great job of kind of helping build the culture throughout the years, and couldn't be more proud of them.
I was going to mention that with, her being one of the seniors that's being honored. If you could say one thing to the seniors, what's going to be your message to the team after that game on Friday night?
I just hope that they go out and have fun and soak it all in and enjoy it. Like, 5 years has flown by for Lena and 4 for other seniors and so on. But I just hope that they go out and play hard and play for each other and enjoy it and soak it all in.
Sounds good, Coach. Anything else you'd like to add?
Just looking forward to this weekend, and hopefully we get a good crowd out for these seniors.
We're here with the player spotlight portion of this week's interview for JSU Volleyball, and we're joined by senior outside hitter Kylee Quigley for the second time this season. Kylee was an instrumental part last weekend, the 2 big wins against Lipscomb and Austin Peay. Kylee, what can you say about the job that you and the Gamecocks did up in the Volunteer State, 2 big sweep victories?
I would say that we're finally clicking at the right time. Everything just feels a little bit more special now, and everything just means a little bit more because tournament time is coming up, and we kind of just, it's like do or die at this moment, especially with our before conference rankings and stuff like that. We don't care much about that, but we do want to make sure that we put ourselves in a good situation for the tournament. And, we want the tournament so bad. It's been a long time coming. So I think we're putting all of that emotion into our last few regular season games, and it's only helping. We have all the skill, we have all the talent, and it's kind of just what are we going to do and when are we going to do it? And I think this weekend was kind of like the beginning of that.
For lack of a better way to put it, it feels like the team got their swagger back last weekend with the 2 sweep victories. What do you think changed and what led to that success?
I think sometimes, being a student athlete, it's just when you're going since June, it's kind of been a long time, and you get to the middle of the season, which was kind of like when we went down a little bit, but we also all understand that that's normal. Like, we're not going to be perfect, and I think we kind of just needed a little bit of that to kind of fuel us and be like, okay, well, it's not just us. Like, we've seen other people in conference lose regular season games and stuff like that. So we were like, it's not just us. Everyone is doing it. Nothing's wrong with what we're doing. We're doing everything right. But it just matters now, are we going to do it right at the right time? And I think everyone wants to do it so badly now. So we did get our swagger back a little bit. You could tell on the court and even in practice the whole week leading up to it. So I think that it's going to, keep going for the tournament.
Kylee, you've been doing your thing as an outside hitter this year, but the most noticeable role is serving for you with this team, and you now lead the ASUN in aces per set. Do you keep an eye on those stats, or are you just kind of taking it one game at a time and not really worrying so much about the statistics?
I really don't worry about stats at all. I think you were the person that told me I was I didn't even know I was first in aces per set today. But I mean, it is cool because it's things that you work hard at and things that can help the team. But as long as I'm doing something that's helping the girls and helping us win and helping us get to that goal, it makes me more happy than having good stats and stuff like that. But I mean, hey, being first is kind of fun too.
It's got a very bittersweet night ahead of you on Friday. It's senior night at Pete Matthews Coliseum with 7 other Gamecocks, 8 including student assistant Heather Pritchard. What are your thoughts heading into that matchup? Because it's got to be very, again, just bittersweet and interesting from a student athlete's perspective.
Yeah, it's definitely very bittersweet. It's kind of not only did I come in with all these girls and, got to play with all these girls, so I've played with Lena since my first year here, so it's kind of, and all the other 5th years are whatnot. And it's just crazy because time flies. Like, you, in a blink of an eye, you're a freshman to a senior. But I think it's a little bit more special because my class was one of the classes that came in when, you know, the locker room wasn't done. They had pictures of what the gym was going to be, and, you know, the rec wasn't built. And just like, so it's kind of like, I feel like we grew with the school. So I think that's why it's the most bittersweet thing ever, because, you know, this is kind of part of us, and we have put so much into this program. And yeah.
We've still got time to write your story and how this season's going to end, right? But what do you want your legacy and this class's legacy to be remembered as?
Yeah, that's a good question. I really just want, besides volleyball, I want people to continue building what we've built here. Super close friends, family, sisters, on and off the court. Would do anything for each other on and off the court. Anyone, even the coaches here, would love to keep that going. That's something special. And hopefully we can be the team that has done it in the past 4 years. We've gone super close every single year since I've been here, and I have a good feeling about this one.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would say come out to senior night this Friday. It's going to be a fun one. These girls are amazing. We're got our swagger back, so you should come see it.